Hey gang, here it is, another unboxing video. I'll be digging into this box of old books, grading them for sale on eBay, and as always, no idea at all what is in this box. So, if you enjoy comic books, if you like that kind of thrill of discovery, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bobby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke. And this is another unboxing video. So just to do the spiel up front, get a little business out of the way. These are not my books. I am grading these for sale on eBay for the company that I work for. The seller name on eBay is Dotcomcomics. Usually you will see these on eBay within a week or two of when this video goes up. And of course, although I say I have no idea what is in here, I've got an idea of the kind of things that we will find in this box. I know there's probably not going to be any big money books unless something was missed in the sorting process, because those would have been sent off to CGC. Shouldn't be any junk in here, because anything that we would expect to sell for $10 or less has been sorted for sale in a multi-book lot. What we're going to find here, what ends up on my desk for grading, is generally, books that we expect to sell for between $10 and $100, but lots and lots of really groovy, wholesome comic book goodness. Lots of fun to be had. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel, so definitely the most important thing you can do is to share this with your friends. Let them know that if they like comic books, maybe this channel, Shanghai, is something they'll like. All right, so I think this box is going to be kind of a random mix of things, but let's see. X-Men 125, New Mutants Annual number 2, the first American appearance of Mystique. No, not Mystique. Psylocke. Thank you. Marvel's Superheroes Secret Wars number 7. This one gets sorted out for a single because it's the first appearance of this Spider-Woman, who was very short-lived in the role. I don't think it does particularly well as a single. I wouldn't sort it for sale as a single myself, but that's what the boss man sends me. That is first appearance of the Monica Rambeau version of Captain Marvel. 221, we see this a lot. First appearance of Mr. Sinister. X-Factor number 6, first full appearance of Apocalypse. 24, this is where Angel becomes Archangel with the metal wings. I'm not convinced that he was necessarily improved by that change. Here's Secret Wars number 1 with a great Mike Zeck cover. 299, so which is looking, that book felt weird, but it's just got a weird backing board in it. There's some early Todd McFarlane on Spider-Man. 51, I believe this is the first appearance of Kingpin on a cover. 46, the Shocker. And I'll show you, see why I'm saying these backing boards are weird. They're much smaller than the actual book. I'm not convinced they're actual backing boards at all. Spectacular Spider-Man number 90, that is tied for the second appearance of the black costume. Ghost Rider 81, that's the last issue of that series. Of course, the Ghost Rider would end up having several subsequent series. All right, this is going to be a short stack as I careful how I pull these out of here. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1, and that is kind of the classic Guardians that I remember from my youth. Not 100% sure who that chick is. The annual, number 21, the wedding issue. This one's kind of wrinkled. I might pull that out for sale as a lot. Stick it in a multi-book lot. I'm not sure that's going to do well all by itself. Daredevil 181. Might do the same for this one. You see it's got a spine roll there. Don't know. Web of Spider-Man number 1. I remember when this came out. I think I was still in high school. And I bought several issues of this, thinking it was going to buy me a house one day. Because you got to think that back then, a new Spider-Man series was definitely, out of the ordinary. Marvel and DC both did not like to overexpose their characters, for for fear of diluting the waters and cannibalizing their own sales. And so at this point, you had Amazing Spider-Man and you had Spectacular Spider-Man. And of course, there was Marvel Team Up. And actually, I think this book might have replaced Marvel Team Up on the schedule, if my memory serves. But this third regular ongoing title, Web of Spider-Man, that was kind of a big deal at the time, just because a new Spider-Man title was such a rarity. It's another book that gets sorted out for sale as a single, and I may put it into a multi-book lot because most people just don't care about this short-lived version of Ms. Marvel, this character who had the Ms. Marvel name for, I don't know, not that long. Plus, it's not really high grade. This kind of thing that, if it was going to be sold as a single, really needs to be high grade, like 992, 94. It's getting down into the 6 territory, so that's probably going to go into a multi-book lot. Turtle Adventures, #1. Wolverine. If you don't have this original Wolverine miniseries, it's pretty good. Not so much as yes, definitely as an investment, sure. The book sells well, but just to read the damn thing, which I know is not something a lot of comic book collectors do anymore. This particular issue is hard to find in high grade because of the black cover. You always end up being able to see the tick marks here. These are all direct sales editions, and if they had the UPC logo, then as a newsstand copy, those would go for a little bit of a multiplier effect there on the newsstand versions. Such as this one, #4. If it was in higher grade, this one's been bent. But anyway, because even at this point, even in the early 80s, the direct sales books were starting to outsell the regular newsstand books. Newsstand sells for a little more when it's in decent grade. Transformers #1, we saw this in the last video. Not this particular one, but it's a book we see a lot. There is the Captain Marvel #1, Monica Rambeau. And again, I'm not really convinced this book does well enough as a single. It should be part of a lot probably, but we'll try it as a single. It looks pretty high grade. This is Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Daredevil, and this is the other book that is tied for the second appearance of the black suit. Marvel Tales, apart from being this one a reprint of the first appearance of Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasy 15. Can't imagine why that's in the single box. 138. Star Wars Annual. Star Wars 68. That one sells well. It's not the first Boba Fett, but it sells well. Spectacular Spider-Man 64. That is the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger, but I don't think I'm going to keep it as a single. I know whoever sorted this box either didn't do a good job or didn't look very closely at the books. This one's got a big old beverage ring on it, and you probably can't pick this up on the video, but there's a big ring right there and all kinds of moisture wrinkling all around it. So I'm not convinced that should be a single. Silver Surfer 34. We just saw this book, The Death of the Phoenix, or Jean Grey. This one's kind of beat up, but it's as an X-Men book, and that particular book, it's still worth selling as a single. I see this one all the time, and I don't know what the big deal is about this particular issue. I'll have to look it up if it's the first something. This is X-Men Annual #14, and we got 1, 2, 3 copies. All the direct sales version. I don't think it's because it's Power Pack appearing in the book. I don't know. Or is it Franklin Richards? Yeah, it's got something to do with Franklin Richards, and it's tied into Days of Future Past. I don't know. I don't know. All right, what else we got here? Well, here we go. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #8, kind of the origin of the black suit, and we've got 2 of them. Avengers Annual #10, the first appearance of Rogue, and it's like the second or third appearance of Mystique. Eternals #1, and with the movie talk, that book is going crazy prices on that series. Here's the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill in Thor 337, and this one's got some moisture wrinkling as well. It's good enough. It might still be worth selling as a single. Amazing Spider-Man 265, first appearance of Silver Sable. Here's another annual 16. Boy, this one's not very... I don't think this should be a single. Look at that spine roll. It's popular because of the cover. It's listed as a classic, iconic cover. I don't think it's that great a cover. The idea is good. The Hulk reflected in the adamantium blades, but I don't know. There's another number 1. Now this is a classic cover, and this is a scene that was imitated for the movies. Scott Lang, the Ant-Man on Hawkeye's arrow. Uncanny X-Men 266. That's the first appearance of Gambit. And it's a newsstand edition, which should bring a little bit of a multiplier. Here's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 252, newsstand edition, so a little bit of a multiplier effect there, most likely, when it sells. And that's the first appearance of the black costume. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Amazing Spider-Man 238, first appearance of the Hobgoblin. Let's take a look and see if it's got. It does. It has the tattoos. If I hold it up to the light, the tattoo is still in the envelope. Always want to check. If you get one of these books, always check if it's got the tattoos. Now this will do okay. Even with that rip in the cover, because it's got the tattoos, it should do okay. And if you're buying it, ask the seller if it has the tattoos. There's a Wolverine number 1. Werewolf by Night number 2. Some more Silver Surfer. And this one's wrinkled. I don't think this one should sell as a single. I'll pull that one out. That's pretty wrinkled. 298. Avengers 257. That's the first appearance of Nebula. Well, none of the books in this box are really great grades. Swamp Thing 37. Alan Moore. And again, big old bend. Here is the first appearance of Boba Fett in the comics. Star Wars number 42. Random piece of cardboard in the box. I don't know why. All right. Uncanny X-Men 129. 120. I think that's the first appearance of Alpha Flight. It's another Wolverine number 1. Another one of those damn annual numbers. Oh, did I say 16 before? It's 14. And there's 2 of them. Spider-Man 301. Amazing Spider-Man, I should say. I think there are 2 books in that bag. I don't know if they're both that same issue or not. I wonder if we got a 300. Well, we can't have a 300 in here. That would be silly. Let's see what we've got. It's probably 2 of 301, but... Oh, no, look at that. I'm glad I looked. Ha! It's another 252. Not super high grade. You've got some issues here along the top, but it is a newsstand edition. There's another Eternals number 1. Avengers 82. Daredevil. Number 80, first appearance of Red Wolf. 197 of Avengers. 83, we saw this in the last unboxing video. This is the first appearance, kind of, sort of Valkyrie. It looks like Valkyrie. She says her name is Valkyrie, but it's actually the Enchantress in disguise. So sometimes you see this listed as the first appearance of Valkyrie. Sometimes you see Defenders 4 listed as the first appearance of Valkyrie. So I guess this is the first appearance of her look, and then the first actual character is in Defenders 4. There's another 257, first appearance of Nebula. There's an earlier Avengers, number 42, 41, 37, 36, the Ultroids, 35, 33, It's a fairly unambitious static cover. This one, 32, is a little more exciting. And 31. Never bug a giant. Well, that's good advice, I think. Good advice. All right, what else we got here? I think we're going to have a big old stack of Avengers. More Avengers. 29. I wonder how far back we're going to go. 27. 24. This is during the Cap's Kooky Quartet era. Number 22. This one is in really low grade. 18. Avengers 14. We've still got the big guns. Thor and Iron Man. 45. 44. Red Guardian. I think Red Guardian dies in this one. It's another case of he got better. 49. Avengers 46. Ooh, the Grim Reaper. For a very short while, Black Panther did not have a full face cowl. And I don't know if that's just because they wanted you to know he was black or why that decision was made. Doesn't look as cool, though. There's 52. 54, the new Masters of Evil. 56. Bucky dies again. Bucky's always dying. Bucky is like, he's like the Kenny of Marvel Comics. We get 2 of this particular issue, number 60. The wedding of Janet and Hank Pym. 61. Here's Doctor Strange in his short-lived superhero getup. And that was not much different than his regular suit, other than that it was, underwear on the outside instead of the tunic. Gave him some gloves, and gave him a full face mask. But there was a while there, just before the first Doctor Strange series got canceled, where they gave him that costume, I think presuming that maybe if he looked more like a superhero, the sales might improve. This, I believe, is the first appearance of Man-Ape, who you'll remember from the Black Panther movie, the Mighty Avengers logo. Always kind of like that logo. Always loved this cover. And this is when Hawkeye took over the Goliath role for a while. So for a while, Hawkeye wasn't shooting arrows. He was getting big. There's 64. 65, the Swordsman. Isn't it? Oh my God. Avengers number 7. Oh, Baron Zemo. An extraordinary Marvel epic. Well, if it says so, it must be. 19. Here's the Swordsman. I think that's the first appearance of the Swordsman. His mustache looks kind of like an afterthought drawn on with a marker. Avengers 25 with Doctor Doom. Here it is. This book has always been kind of big, but it kind of took off with the Black Widow movie. Nobody knows what to do, what to make a sales on this thing, because usually the sales will shoot up because of a movie, and then once the movie actually comes out, the sales will either plateau or start to decline. But with the Black Widow movie being kicked back again and again and again, and the reason is, of course, this is the Taskmaster. If you didn't know, that's what he looks like, or at least initially looked like in the comics. So, and this is Avengers 59, the first appearance of Hank Pym's Yellow Jacket persona. Some more Avengers, although the rest of the books in this box don't have any bags and boards. That is the first appearance of Hellcat, or at least the first appearance of Patsy Walker as Hellcat. Now, if I remember correctly, Greer Garson, who had a brief 4-issue series, The Cat, became Tigra, actually became a cat, And then the costume got handed down to Patsy Walker. Patsy Walker is a character who had appeared in Marvel Comics since the late 40s. So, you know, at least on this cover, she's been around longer than anybody except Captain America. I always loved Patsy Walker. I know her more from the Defenders. Here is 89. I believe that's part of the Kree Skull War. This is cool. Amazing Adventures number 6. Serpo, the creature who crushed the world. Very cool. Tales of Suspense number 27, When Oog Lives Again. Oogie. Kirby really didn't stray too far from the template on his monsters. They all kind of look like the Thing, don't they? Oh, very, very cool. Superboy 89. This is the first appearance of Mon-El. It feels thin, though. I'm gonna have to count the pages. But as a Legion fan, that is cool. That is the first appearance of Mon-El. Not very high grade, but should still do well nonetheless. 294. I think we saw that in the last box as a, with a British Pence stamp on it. Adventure Comics 301. That's the second issue in the Legion of Superheroes series. What the hell is this? The hell? Somebody stuck something weird on the back of this cover. I don't know what that is. But anyway, that's the secret origin of Bouncing Boy. See, he was an errand boy, and he was sent to deliver some super elastic serum, but he stopped off at the Robot Gladiator tournament and bought a soda. Oops! Actually drank out of the wrong bottle and gained super elastic powers. Love that splash page. All right. Adventure Comics 302. 304 is this. Couldn't remember my issue numbers. It is. No. This is the death of Lightning Lad. Another character who would get better. Adam number 4, got an unfortunate hole in the cover. Adam number 5. The big hand is on the 1. The little hand is on Aquaman number 6. Aquaman number 5. I actually have this book in my own collection. Even though this one is only about a mid-grade, it's in better condition than the one I have. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, 64. Jimmy Olsen, 63. Oh, very neat. Very, very neat. Look at this. Look at this, boys and girls. Peanuts. The Peanuts comic. What issue is this? Number 9. Number 9. That's pretty neat. And this last stack also has some Peanuts in it. What issue number is this? That's number 10. The trend holds. This will be number 11. No, it's number 13. And this is number 7. I believe this is the first appearance of Titano the Super Ape. More fantastic than King Kong. That is Superman number 127. Number 150. None of these are high grade, but they should do well. 153. 155. That's a Legion of Superheroes appearance. And it's the Adult Legion, so it's Cosmic Man and Lightning Man. There they are, disguised as Hercules and Samson. This one right here, the Last Days of Superman in number 156. If you ever have a chance to pick this up, You know, as a reader copy, as a trade paperback, whatever, this is considered one of the classic Silver Age Superman stories, and it is definitely worth reading. It's in it, Superman contracts a virus X, and thinks he's going to die, and, you know, employs all of his pals to help him perform some last great feats. And it's also an early Legion of Superheroes appearance. Superman 158, 159 with Lois Lane, the Supermaid from Earth. So it's one of those quote-unquote imaginary stories. Superboy number 74. Number 95. 96. 97. Superboy does not do all that well, and these are low grade enough that the Superboys, at least, maybe not the Supermans, but the Superboys I might group together in a lot. That's the first appearance of the Kryptonite Kid, I believe. Here's Superboy number 100, and that's a little better condition, so this one at least is probably worth doing as a single. And then number 102 with Super Baby, a great Super Baby story. So there you go. That is that box. And well, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed looking at those books. If you have any thoughts on any of these books, please do sound off in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. And until then, goodbye, good luck, and especially in these trying times, be good to each other.